Hello guys, so today we're going to be going over how to improve in Eve. There's a lot of tips that are actually not just for Eve, but that can be used in any FPS games. So you really want to try and remember this. We're really going to be going over a multitude of things that can probably help you improve. Maybe that separate you from somebody that has like a higher KDR, gets more kills. But yeah, let's get into it. All right, guys. Quickly before we go, I want to talk about something special. So recently, I did make a Discord server. You can really just chill out. It is technically a clan that I made on my alt. This is actually the clan IGN right here. Right here, this is the clan IGN. These two symbols. But we have a lot to offer, so you can apply whenever you want. But there's a lot of people. If you want to join, that's cool. This is only day one, so we have a lot of people coming in. You can talk with all your friends. It's not toxic, don't worry. There's not really anyone toxic in the Eve community, but you can get your resources and feel free to ping me, okay? Um, if you want to ping me, that's fine. I don't really care. And yeah, links in the description, and thanks for watching. Alright, so number one is finding a good sensitivity. So what sensitivity is it just, it's how fast your camera goes when you're moving your mouse. And there's a couple things that decide your sensitivity. First is actually the bar. Like right here, mouse X. So that's right here, and mouse Y like this. And obviously, this is just when you're aiming in. And then these are your DPI, and this is just like another sensitivity measure. The most common is 400 DPI or 800 DPI. Um, and that essentially is 400 DPI is like the default, and then if you double your DPI, so you go to 800 DPI, your sensitivity is now going to be doubled. It's whatever you want. Sometimes pros use 800 DPI to try to get away from pixel skipping, but that's doesn't really matter for this game. But so a good sensitivity is a sensitivity that you feel like you can control. Um, so whether that be if you're a higher sensitivity player and you're wrist aiming, if that's what's comfortable for you, then that's probably your perfect sense. I would recommend using a sense between the 0.05 and 0.03. I use this for zooming just because yeah, it really doesn't make that much of a difference between 0.5 and like 0.3. But again, really you just want to experiment for what feels good. And again, for sensitivity, it's all for what's good for you. So if you see a pro and they're really, really good at hitting shots or they're really good at tracking or flicking, do not copy their sensitivity. Never copy someone's sensitivity, regardless of like any factor. Because it's all for what's comfortable for you. Because yeah, if a pro is using a specific sensitivity, it's because that is what's comfortable for them. So that's one thing. So yeah, tip number one: find a comfortable sensitivity. For any playstyle that you want to adapt and that's comfortable for you. Alright guys, so for tip number two, we have play FFA. Um, and the reason why I say play FFA is for a few things. So in Eve, when it really comes down to it, okay, yeah, maybe you can throw nades, maybe you can throw a flashbang to teleport away. But in Eve, the really main thing you're going to be focusing on is aim battles, okay? And just flying around and trying to aim. And really, it's all basically just a bunch of 1v1s. And a way that you can improve on that the most is by playing FFA. And I say this because in FFA, you're going to be getting the most aim duels, you're really just going to be getting the most kills. Honestly, if you play FFA, you're going to be getting more kills regardless because FFA is purely just walking around the map and killing people. Um, that's pretty much it. I used to play a lot of deathmatch on CS:GO and really just practicing your aim, just getting into a lot of fights, being aggressive is really the way to go if you want to improve your aim because, just practice and consistency is really the way to go. Anyway, so let's get on to the next tip. Alright, so for tip number two, there is using your abilities and choosing what class you want. So there's three different classes in Eve. There is the auto rifle, which is automatic weapon, low damage, but if you hit your shots, then that's good. Then there's the hand cannon, which is kind of like a revolver. You would probably assume how that would work. And then there's like a laser rifle. This is not a sniper, by the way. If you can hit 2 headshots and that's a kill. That's the fastest time to kill or TTK that you're gonna get for it. So auto rifle, revolver, and like a semi-auto sniper rifle of sorts. So that's what classes you're gonna want to use. I think the best classes the best classes are definitely the auto rifle right now. That's the best class in my opinion, and I say this for a few reasons. So I think the auto rifle is the best currently for 2 reasons. So when the gun came out, it had about 25 or 26 ammo, which is okay. But as I said in my last point, you want to be aggressive, and they recently buffed the damage to 35, and this is very good because that means you can get a few more. I think that's like 2 or 3 more whole kills, which is very good. And another thing, the settings. So they recently added the weapon zoom, and what this does is when you zoom in your weapon, this decides how much zoom you get. And this right here, 90, is directly mirrored to your FOV. So let's see here. My FOV slider, it's 90. So my FOV is 90, and if my auto rifle zoom is at 90, when I zoom in, there isn't going to be like any zoom in animation. So my wet gun's gonna disappear because I say hi my gun when I was zooming, but like the FOV isn't going to change on my screen. So that means when you're shooting with this gun, it pretty much just leaves it down to pure aim and tracking. Let's see. The hand cannon does have some pros, like it's 100% accurate always, whether you're in the air not zooming or you're on the ground and zooming in. This thing is like a hit scan. It is a bit hard to use, but I think maybe it's better than the rifle. It really just depends on your skill level, and then I think this is definitely the worst of the 3, although it is okay. So those are the weapons explained, and now we're gonna go over to your utility. Alright, so for your utility, it's in the game for a reason, so I think you really want to learn how to use it. So there's the dashing utility, there's some nades, and then there's some extra stuff. The really most important stuff is your dashing, like this category right here, and then the nades. So there's a few different combos that are definitely viable in this game, and I'm gonna talk about the 2 most important ones, and then the most prominent ones that good players use. So the first one is the teleport one. So you press whatever bind you do, and it teleports. It teleports you, right? Then you can double jump. So you can teleport wherever you want within a certain distance, and then you can double jump. And that's it. That's your movement. That's your movement category. You can load guns faster. This is just loading guns. It doesn't make that much of a difference. This one's not as important. So then there's your nades. There's a flash grenade, smoke grenade. There's a trip mine. There's a mine. There's a sticky grenade, which pretty straightforward, and then there's an HE grenade. So the HE grenade you can use all of these, but the big thing is the flash grenade. So the flash grenade is, the way it works is, yes, so the teleport is instant, okay? The teleport is instant, but players can lock on these. So if you're playing against someone with very good aim, then teleport might not actually be the way to go. The way to go might actually be triple jump. So if I take off a credit here and I use the credit here, I can now jump 3 times. And then what you can do is you can use a flash grenade. You can actually use a flash grenade now, even with all this, but still. So what the flash grenade does is, yes, it's not instant like teleport, but it's definitely more effective. Now, essentially, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, right here, you're gonna want to use this. It says 75% more clip size. If you're gonna be going against that or with that aggressive play style, you're definitely gonna want to use that. Right here, 25% more ammo on pickup. This is actually very misleading. It's misleading because for the ammo boxes that you do pick up, those are only for the guns that you can pick up. The ammo boxes that you pick up are not for these guns. These guns have infinite ammo. So this is useless. Don't use this because really, you're not going to improve if you're just using shotgun or rocket. Oh, and that leads me to my next point. Don't use shotgun or rocket because it's not going to help you it's not gonna make you better. Really, just these classes right here, these two, really the best classes. So just you're gonna want to use those. All right, guys. Quickly before we go, I want to talk about something special. So recently, I did make a Discord server. You can really just chill out. It is technically a clan that I made on my alt. This is actually the clan IGN right here. Right here, this is the clan IGN, these two symbols. But we have a lot to offer, so you can apply whenever you want. But, there's a lot of people. If you want to join, that's cool. This is only day one, so, we have a lot of people coming in. You can talk with all your friends. It's not toxic, don't worry. There's not really anyone toxic in the EVE community, but you can get your resources, and feel free to ping me, okay? Um, if you want to ping me, that's fine. I don't really care. And, yeah, links in the description, and thanks for watching.